Hey guys, King of Kings here. I wanted to try my hand out with another guide. This is some more content that I'm doing a lot of in game right now, Alchemical Hydra. The first thing that you need to know is that there are 4 phases. In the first 3 phases, Hydra will change attack styles between range and mage every 3 hits. Nowadays, there's actually an animation for when the Hydra changes attack styles as well, just like the Crystalline Hunlif animation. Sometimes that animation can be hidden by a phase change, so if you're not actually counting, you might get hit occasionally. The 4th phase is a Jad Phase, where it changes attack styles after every single hit. Each phase also has a special attack. The first phase is poison, the second phase is lightning, third phase is fire, and the Jad Phase actually goes back to poison on top of changing attack styles every single attack. Another thing you need to know is that prior to dragging Hydra over to a vent to get splashed, Hydra takes 75% reduced damage. Which vent you drag the Hydra to depends on which phase it's in. If you drag the Hydra to the wrong vent, it will enrage Hydra and deal increased damage. All of this damage can still be blocked by your prayers. When the Hydra gets splashed at the correct vent, it will roar, signifying that it is vulnerable to attack. If you'd like to see where I personally mark my tiles at, I can actually put a graphic of that on the screen right now. Everybody's different. Everybody likes to put their own tile markers down in their own locations or none at all. I've seen many people do this without using any tile markers at all, but these are the ones that I use right here. There are a couple more good things to know, but we will go ahead and walk through a kill and I can explain those things as we get to them. Alright, so first things first, you're going to put on your Prey Mage or Prey Range, and you're going to run all the way across the room. After the first attack or so, you can determine whether or not you need to change your prayers. And I actually got really lucky. Sometimes you're positioned perfectly to where when you're running, it actually puts Hydra right over top of the vent it's supposed to be on. And you'll get an early roar like this, but that is pretty rare. Normally you have to move all the way into the corner to drag the Hydra on top of that vent, and then you can get the roar and start attacking. Sometimes it's even done its 3 attacks, and you're pretty much ready to start running for the poison immediately. That's the 3rd attack. That's the attack style change. There's the poison. You've already started running for that. Over to this next square over here. Just to get him closer to that vent so you can get the roar faster. And I personally go ahead and move the Hydra on top of the vent early. I know it empowers the Hydra. As long as you don't miss a prayer flick, then you're good. You don't have to worry about taking damage at all. All right, here we enter the blue phase. We're going to have 3 attacks, and then the first special in the blue phase, which if you remember is lightning. Once you get the roar, move into this corner here. And here comes the lightning. You're going to wait until the lightning gets about 1 square or 1 tile away from you, and you're going to move diagonally towards it, and then north 1 square, and you end up on top of it. And it will not move out from underneath you unless you move. If you move, it will damage you. So just stand there until the next phase. Move diagonally and then on top of it. Also be careful for that attack style animation there, because sometimes it'll change attack styles while you're trying to do the lightning skip. Here I didn't get time to move Hydra onto the vent before the phase change. DPS was just too strong. Three attacks in, Hydra start moving towards the center for this phase's special, which is Flame Walls. I move into this tile here. It'll do both Flame Walls on either side, and then right before it's about to spit fire at you, you move diagonally into the tile to your right. Bam. There's a lot of leeway here. You can go a little bit early, a little bit late. Most of the time it works. Sometimes you get hit. If you do, you just have to walk it off. It staggers or delays the Hydra for a second there. And boom, back into swapping prayers. 3 attacks, swap your prayer, 3 attacks, swap your prayer, until you get to the Jad phase right here. Now, whenever you enter the Jad phase, it will always change attack styles. It won't do the animation. It will immediately change attack styles and start with the opposite of what it was before. So right there, I swapped to Protect Mage. And then with Jad phase, it changes attack styles every single hit. 3 attacks in, you've got your poison, which I actually get hit by here. Unfortunate, but it happens. That's why we bring the antidote. It won't do another poison attack for another 9 attacks. So most of the time, you can get the kill before then. Sometimes you just, I personally don't count them. I just kind of, when I know it's getting close, I start moving early. Or like right here, I stand there and sometimes get hit by those poison orbs because sometimes they do hit you anyways. After the kill, you go ahead and move back into your corner. And actually the next kill is a little bit easier. You're already in the corner. You're dragging Hydra on top of the correct vent. It's that initial running in portion that kind of sucks. And then from then on, it's honestly rinse and repeat. The only thing that might change is the very first attack. Sometimes it's range, sometimes it's mage. There's actually a poll asking whether or not it should always be determined range or mage, and it failed, which is kind of surprising, but nonetheless, we have to deal with it. Sometimes you're going to get smacked for like 20 damage the moment you start the fight, and you can't really do anything about it. You get a 50-50 chance of getting hit right at the start, much like getting the drop. But yeah, thank you for watching the guide. I hope it helps out a lot. Much luck on the loot. If you're interested in catching any more videos, whether it's an Iron Man progress series or videos about another game, hit the subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate that, and it will help out the channel a lot. Until next time, peace.